Huge margin for error to get onto the pink. Luckily, he still cut the pink in and knocked the black over the hole, but he's definitely feeling the tension, but that frame will give him a lot of confidence.
Yeah, it could have been 4 down, now it's 2.
Well, Crucible drama doesn't get any better than this. This was the blue. As I say, it was odds against, but he's played the tournament going for shots like that. And I'm sure when he missed it, he thought, well, that's the end of the frame. But when John Higgins played such a bad shot on the blue, you thought, well, he's not certain to do this, but he's cut the pink in and just trusted to luck where the cue ball went. And of course, the cue ball flicked the black and knocked the black over the pocket. So there was no pressure on the black, and I feel at that time John didn't need a pressure pot. There are going to be frames, Dennis, aren't there, in this final that you think are pivotal. It all depends what happens in this frame now, I think, as to what will give one player a boost.
Well, this shot here might answer one of the questions. Now, where's the red going? Where's the cue ball going? And there is a pot for John. And if he takes this red up into the corner, he's got to cue it smoothly. Looks as if he may. Well, there you see the shot. You can follow this right down to the pocket. Look at that. What does that tell you? I mean, John, I've never seen John Higgins cue a ball as poorly as that. Never even got near the jaws. No wonder he looked away. He looked away in horror there.
1.
He'd love to get on the red that's just to the right of the black. Whether he'll risk playing it now, as we give you this. Well, this is it. It doesn't get any better than this snooker venue. But the red to the right of the black is the key red now.
6.
Once he removes that, that black will be available into both corners.
7.
Back up for the blue, inch perfect. Now could play for that red now. Playing to bounce off the cushion. He doesn't think he's hit it hard enough. I think he's on the red, but he's just a bit disappointed. He wants to be on this red so he could
12.
be on the black. He's on it, but he won't be playing for the black.
$13.
And there is a red available at the back of the bunch here also for the left corner. And if he's on that, when he pots that, he's going to clear the path for the one next to it, to the right corner.
18.
So doesn't have to go into the reds just yet.
19.
We know he likes to. There's one more red available, but he may play for that. Has he got a slight angle to nudge another
26.
one or a couple of reds into play?
27.
Not sure if that one pots. He's looking at it. He's straight on the black, but if it does, he can screw back off the cushion. He looks to be pretty straight on this black. Now watch the screw back here. Just watch the white. And then we know what's going to happen now. So it's all about whether he gets on a colour, because he's going to
34.
scatter the reds here. Now that red may block the pocket. That is so unlucky.
35.
It's going to have to be a long blue, but he was nicely on the black until the red covered it, but the blue will be a test. We've seen John Higgins miss a straight red This is a similar type shot. Let's see what the 21-year-old can do with it. Can he keep on potting them? It's just pure tension.
John, 35.
We're getting closer and closer to the winning post, John, and you can expect the players to make mistakes.
Well, it wasn't tension, Dennis, to be honest with you. As you described it, it was a tough shot, and in all honesty, he deserved to be on something easier than that blue. He played the shot to perfection. I mean, the tough shots, no matter how the tension is, and this is a chance for John Higgins, and it'll be interesting to see what he makes of this opportunity.
Eight.
John removing the red that caused the problem for Judd. He was
9.
unlucky to cover the pot on the black with that red. I think in close
16.
control, John's fine. It shows you the last shot with a longish pot. You may struggle a little bit with, but close control, there shouldn't be a problem.
17.
Hasn't quite got the angle to go into the 4 reds. I have to play for the one near the blue spot.
$24.
Well, it looks pretty straight on this red. And if he had an angle, he'd probably play for the pink and try and nudge the 4 reds into play. I'm not certain what he plays for now. Maybe the blue passes the green.
25.
Well, either way, it's probably the green he'll play. It's the easier pot of the two.
Well, he can play for that single red, but he's got a bit of an angle on the green. Well, not a lot, as you can see. So the next positional shot is the key to the frame, because those 4 reds are all covering each
28.
other. Played for the pink that you mentioned previously,
9.
John, but has he got the angle to just nudge at least 1 red into play? It's not bad, but it depends on the pace he hits this at. He can slip past the red if he hits it too hard. Well, that's not bad. It's awkward queuing, but he's opened all 4 reds there.
35.
Points are level, and as you say, all those 4 reds in potable positions. These 4 reds, 4 blacks, and he'll have won the frame.
$36. Sure.
I mean, this was a tough shot, but he's knocked so many of them in this year's World Championship. But just the last couple of frames, you would have to say that John's had the better run of the ball.
43.
There's nothing wrong with that, because it usually evens itself out over a long match.
44. $51. $52. Okay. Okay.
Just spotted something on the cue ball there. Quick glance at the scoreboard, just make sure what you need.
So that black puts him 24 points in front. Red, black, red, pink would leave Judd
59.
Trump needing a snooker. The black would leave him needing 2 snookers.
60.
So this to go 31 points in front with just 27 remaining.
$66.
The 15th frame was the last time. There was just 1 frame separating these 2 players. It's going to be that now. Just 1 frame the difference.
71.
So absolutely nothing wrong with John Higgins' game when he's in close control.
75.
Yes, he was given the opportunity, but you've still got to pot the balls. And this is a good performance from John.
80. $86.
Good performance. Reduces the arrears to 1. Judd Trump will be dreading the blues. A blue cost him the last frame, and a top blue in a corner cost him that one.
And suddenly we're seeing John Higgins, 97, now 86, creeping back into this match, despite that looked like a fundamental error early on. He was so far away from that red in that frame.
It was amazing. He's definitely feeling the tension, but it was certainly a good break there after being let in by Judd Trump. But one red he took into a long red from balk into the black pocket, and he's missed. He's hit it on the wrong side almost. He's hit the cushion, nowhere near the pocket, and it just shows you the tension is building out there. But it was a really good break. He composed himself very well. And Judd Trump is starting to push the boat out a little bit, and that's the worst thing he can do. Okay, he's not going to change his game. I wouldn't want him to, but he's pushing the boat out. He pushed the boat out in the previous frame with the blue, and in that frame with the blue as well. And he's gifting John Higgins easy opportunities now.
But Steve, it's a fine line, isn't it? We've all been saying that Judd Trump has to play his natural game, and his instincts are to go for difficult pots here. And now we're saying to him, perhaps we should rein things in just a little bit. It's such a tricky balancing act for him.
It is a fine line, and when you look at modern-day snooker, the percentages have changed, and you have to go for your shots more. Judd was a little unlucky in the last frame. He split the pack open, and it blocked the path for the black. More or less forced to go for the long blue. They always look bad if they don't go in. But obviously the blue down the rail in the frame before was a massive point.